Hello, everybody. Good evening once again. This is Robert from RJL 518, welcoming you back to the Inside Pitch 1964 One and Gone tournament. This is game number 14. The number 9 Milwaukee Braves will take on the number 3 Chicago White Sox here at Comiskey Park. For those of you who like to take a look at the brackets, the Milwaukee Braves went ahead and got their victory as they shut out the Baltimore Orioles 4-0. The Chicago White Sox took care of the Minnesota Twins 9-7, although it was a pretty easy game, it looked like, until Minnesota made a comeback in the 9th inning, but just fell a bit short. So now here in the 3rd round, we have Milwaukee taking on Chicago, and the winner of this game will play the Cleveland Indians in the semifinals. Should have a good matchup today in between this game here, between these two. The Chicago White Sox and the Cleveland Indians are the only two teams left in the only two American League teams left, I should say, in this tournament. So it looks like it could be an all-National League championship. So I'm hoping we have a good matchup today, and I'm looking forward to doing it. The starting pitcher for the 1964 Chicago White Sox in this game will be Gary Peters. He was 20-8 with a 2.5 ERA. Let's start at the top of the 1st inning. I'll introduce the players as they come along. And leading off for the 1964 Milwaukee Braves will be left fielder Rico Carty. The White Sox have blue as their main color, so we will use them. It will be blue, white, and red will be the main dice colors. And the rest will be off in case we need them. Top of the 1st, Rico Carty leads off. Let's play some baseball. Gary Peters deals with a 2-1, and that is a blank against the righty. Carty 4-3, and it's a fly out to center. Peters is a lefty, as a left-hander. 1 man out. That will bring up the center fielder, Lee May. Peters, 3-5. That's a range play. May, 3-1. That is a ground ball to second base. Buford's up with it, or at least he'll try to. It's a 1. He has a range of a 2. He will not make the play, and that's going to be a base hit. May will get it past him, and a single for May. Runner on first. That will bring up the right fielder, Hammerin' Hank Aaron. Anything on strat? A 16, nothing happening. Infield is half. Peters will pitch to the hammer. 2-3, and that is a strikeout possibility. An 8 is going to be too high. Comiskey Park subtracts 2 from strikeout rating, so Aaron will not strike out there. And that is going to be a 3-3 for Aaron, and he lines one right to short. And that is a line out. Runner on first base, a 1, he'll double him up. And he does. He lines it to short. May took out a quick jump, but he's not going to get back in time. Throws to first, and that is an L6-3 double play. Big mistake by May. He gets caught off first, and that will end the inning. And you want to be sure. No runs and a hit for the Braves. We go to the bottom of the 1st. Starting pitcher for the 1964 Milwaukee Braves in this game is Hank Fischer. He was 11-10 with a 4.02 ERA. So with the White Sox with a 2.50 ERA against the 4.02, could be a difficult game for the Braves, but we'll see how it turns out anyway. Still got to play the games. Leading off for the 1964 Chicago White Sox will be center fielder Mike Hirschberger. Fischer will pitch. That's a 5-3 and a possible hit by pitch. 6 - 2 is a 4, 19 too high. Hirschberger will swing. That's a 4-5. And against a right-hander, he's single. It's an infield base hit to first. And Hirschberger will be safe on a single past first base. Leadoff man on for the White Sox. Here is second baseman Don Buford. The Braves were 88-74 in 1964. The White Sox 98-64. They finished right behind the Yankees in the American League. Anything on strat? We got a 5. And let's see, a 2. Nothing going on. Infield halfway. Fischer, 5-3. Hit by pitch chance again, but not going on there. Buford will swing 1-3. It's a ground ball to second base. 2 on a double play. 3. And the pivot rating for Menke is a 0. 1-3, they'll turn the double play. It is a 1, and they do. Buford grounds out into the 4-6-3. And they get the double play the easy way, I guess. 2 outs. The batter now will be right fielder Floyd Robinson for the White Sox. Fischer, 2-5. That's a blank. Robinson, 3-3. Starline, 4. He flies one out to left field. And Fischer faces the minimum batters. No runs. There was a hit. And at the end of 1, we got no score. The winner of this game will play the Cleveland Indians in the semifinals. Top of the second. Batting for the Braves will be third baseman Eddie Matthews. Peters will pitch 5-6, and that is a walk against the lefty. 15 minus 1 is a 14. That's a 13, and he walks Matthews. Matthews trots on down to first. And here is the catcher, Joe Torre. Anything going on? Let's see. That is a 20. Possible pickoff. And it's a 5. No pickoff. Pickoff doesn't work. Now it will become normal. Peters pitches. 4-3. Possible error. Joe Torre, 4-4. And that is a single. That's going to be a base hit past the third baseman. That is a single. And the third baseman is Ward. His error rating is a 9. That's a 14. There's no error. Eddie Matthews' base running rating is a 3. In order for him to get to third base, he has to be a 6, and he is not. So he will hold at second base. Torre gets himself a nice hit. Runners at first and second. And now the batter is first baseman Gene Oliver for the Braves. So the Braves are in business here in the top of the second. Anything on Strat? A 15. Nothing going on. Peters, 6-4. That is a question mark against a righty. That would be a star line 1-7. It is a 1, and that is a star line. And that is a fly out to right. Eddie Matthews' base running rating is a 3. The right fielder is Robinson. He's got a +1 arm. So a 1-4, he'll get to third. And he does. Eddie Matthews advances to third base. Runners at the corners now for shortstop Dennis Menke. Infield is still halfway as the White Sox are looking for the DP. 1 out. Peter, let's see, anything on Strat? At 10, nothing happening. Peters will pitch. 5-2 against a righty. Strikeout possibility. That is a 9 against a lefty. A 10 minus 2 is an 8. That is a 9. Menke does not strike out. Comiskey Park actually helps Menke. He does get a chance to hit. That's a 4-2. Starline 6 and is a fly ball to right. His sacrifice fly rating is a 2 and is a 1, and Matthews will trot on home to first as Menke hit it deep enough to score Matthews. And the Braves jump out in front 1-0. Two outs, though. Infield is now normal. Here is the second baseman, Frank Bowling. Anything on Strat? 19. He's not going to bunt. Peters, 3-1. Strikeout. A 5 minus 2 is a 3. 15 too high. Bowling will swing. That is a 1-2. And he singles past the shortstop. That's a base hit. Torre's base running rating is a 3. And he needs to be a 5 in order to get to third base. He will hold at second with 2 outs. Base hit for Bowling. And now the pitcher, Hank Fischer, with 2 outs now. Peters pitches 2-4. That's a blank. Fischer 5-6. And he grounds one to short, and that will end the inning. Not bad, though, for the Braves. They do get 1 run on 2 hits and a sacrifice fly. Bottom of the second coming up. Braves already ahead, 1-0. Fischer comes back out, and leading off for the Chicago White Sox, third baseman Pete Ward. 4-3 strikeout possibility. That's a 4. He'll get him. Struck him out. First strikeout for Fischer. He had 99 of them in 1964. Not much of a strikeout pitcher. Shortstop Ron Hansen, the batter. 5-6 on Fischer's card. A possible home run check against a right-handed batter. That is a 1. And that is a 9. That's not going to clear it. So Hansen will go ahead and swing. And that is a 6-6. And he singles into center field for a base hit. Hansen on at first. And now we'll see Bill Skowron. 1 out, infield halfway. And that is an 18. Nothing going on. As Pete Stevens comes there, beautiful night for a ball game, enjoying his box seats at Old Comiskey Park. Yes, it is, Pete. Welcome, welcome. 4-1 on Fischer's card. That's at the ballpark. Comiskey Park, 1-2. And that is a Starline 1. That is a ground ball to short. Skowron's double play rating is a 2. Plus 1 for half is a 3. Second baseman Bowling has a 0 pivot, so a 1-3, they'll turn it. It's a 6. They do not. Hansen gets to second base. The only play was to first. 2 down. And now the batter will be left fielder Tommy McCraw. Infield is normal. Actually, it had to be a 1 on that. Let's see. That is a 6-2 on Fischer's card. That's a blank. McCraw, 5-6. That's a Starline 5. He flies out to center. And that will do it. No runs for the White Sox. They did get a hit. And it's still 1-0 Braves at the end of 2. As I said, the White Sox are one of only 2 American League teams left in this tournament, them and the Indians. Top of the third and top of the order for the Braves, there's Rico Carty. 4-4, error on a grounder. 2-6, that's a fly, that's a ball hit to center field against the left. That is a 4, and that is going against the lefty. That will be a base hit for Carty. He will hold it first. There's no error on the grounder. The ball was hit to center field, though. That was Hirschberger's. Error rating is a 3 anyway, and a 4 on the die. He avoids the error. I'm still trying to figure out, because one page of the rule says there are no grounder errors on any hits, but there is grounder errors on the chart. So I'm actually waiting for someone to get back to me. You guys bring your transistor radio to the ballpark so you listen to RJL Enthusiastic Broadcast. Thank you, Pete. So a run on first for the Milwaukee Braves. They'll go halfway on the infield, and here is Lee May. And he got a base hit his last time up. See if anything on Strat. 17, nothing going on. Peters will pitch. 4-4, another possible error on a grounder. 4-5, that's a fly ball to left. There won't be an error there. 1 out as Carty stays at first. That brings up that guy, Hank Aaron. Anything on the strat? A 2. -1. Nope, nothing going on. Gary Peters is a -1, so that the only way for a hit and run to occur would have been a 1. So we will pitch. Peters tosses it. 5-1. Possible error on a throw. Hank Aaron, 4-1. And that is a ground ball to Peters. Peters' error rating is a 6. That's a 17. There will be no throwing error. Now we can see that it gets a double play. 3 + 1 is 4, + 1 is 5. And with a right-handed batter, the second baseman is the pivot man, is Buford. It's a 0. A 1 to 5, they'll turn the double play, and they will. Hank Aaron grounds out into the 1-4-3, and that will end the inning. No runs and a hit. Bottom of the third coming up. Batting for the White Sox will be their catcher, J.C. Martin. Fischer with the pitch, 2-4. Possible error on a throw. J.C. Martin, 5-4. That's a fly out to center. There won't be an error there. So 1 down. Here's the White Sox pitcher, Gary Peters. Fischer, 2-4. Again, a possible error on a throw. Peters, 4-3. That's a ground ball to first base, and that's hit to Oliver's. Error rating is a 14, and that is an error. That is an error, and now we got to see if Fischer's range is a 5. So the question is, does he make the play? He does, and it prevents Peters from going to second base. So it's a throwing error, but a man on as the pitcher reads, that is an E3. And that is the first error on the Braves. Gary Peters gets on by error. Here is Mike Hirschberger. 1 out, infield halfway. 1-1 on Fischer's card is a double question mark. And against the righty, a 1 to 18 would be a star line, and that's exactly what it is. And it is a star line 2. It's a ground ball to second. Hirschberger's double play rating is a 2, plus the half is a 3. The shortstop becomes the pivot man for the Braves, which is Menke. It is a 0. A 1 to 3, they turn the double play. It is a 5. They do not. Peters will be thrown out at second. Hirschberger gets to first. There are 2 outs on a fielder's choice. Don Buford will step up. Anything on strat? A 8. Nothing going on. Infield is now normal. Let's see. Fischer, 4-3. That is a strikeout. Possibility of 15 is going to be too high. Buford swings 5-3, and he flies out to center. No runs, no hits. There was an error at the end of 3. The Braves are having a 1-0 lead on the White Sox. Fischer is holding on tight so far. We go to the top of the 4th. Let's see. Who leads off? This guy does. Eddie Matthews will lead off for the Braves. And that is a 3-6. And against the lefties, strikeout plus 10, 27. Matthews goes down easily. 1 out. And that is the first strikeout for Gary Peters. He actually had 205 strikeouts in 1964. That's only his first one there. Joe Torre will bat next. He got a base hit his last time up. Steeler fan came in here. Just can't stay, trying to watch the replay later. There is a reason why I'm probably doing there. I'm not going to say much. I'm just going to say there is a reason why I am doing this at this time. And that's all I'll say about that. No outs. I'm sorry, 1 out. Torrey the batter. Peters, 1-2. A possible home run check for Torrey. That's a home run question mark. Against a righty, that's a 1-7. That is a 1. That passes. That passes. So now Torrey against the lefty is a 6. -1 is a 5. A 1-5. Torrey hits this out. It's a 6. He just missed it. Comiskey Park keeps it in the park. Wow, he just missed it by 1, but Torrey gets the hit. It becomes a blank. It's a 5-3, and he flies out the left. Torrey just missed that one. The park kept it in. And now Gene Oliver. 5-5. And that is a strikeout possibility. A 16 will be too high. Oliver, 5-3. And against the lefty, that is a single past the shortstop for a base hit. He will hold it first. And the batter will be Dennis Menke. Michael Peterson watching his poor Giants, 7-0 Eagles. Oh, boy. Are you really watching that dog of a game? Ugh. But then again, you know what? That's good. Watch that instead of other things that are being on tonight. There are 2 outs. Oliver is on first. Dennis Menke, the batter. Any strat roll? A 4. Oliver's attempt would be a 2, but no hit and run with 2 outs. Peters will pitch. 5-5. Strikeout. 17 too high. Menke swings. 1-4. Single into left field. Single to left. Oliver goes to second. His base running rating is a 3, plus the 2 outs is a 4. To get to third would be a -2, so if it becomes a 2, a 1-2, and the arm rating in left field is McCraw. He has none. So a 1-2, Oliver will get to third. It is a 4. He holds at second base, and there are still 2 outs, but it's a base hit for Menke. And now a chance for Frank Bowling with runners at first and second and 2 outs. Anything on strat? A 20. Possible pickoff. It's an 8. Nothing going on. Doesn't pick off. 2 outs. Bowling the batter. And he singled his last time up. 7-7. Tape from Jones, 45 yards. I have no problem with either team. If the Giants or Eagles win it, that doesn't bother me in the least bit. Peters will pitch. 2-5 against a righty. That is a blank. Bowling, 5-1. Starline 1. He grounds out to third. And that will do it. No runs. There were a couple of hits for the Braves. They still lead it 1-0. A chance goes by the board to get some runs in, which we all know can come back to bite you. And the Braves are playing a better team. So who knows what can happen. Bottom of the 4th coming up. Floyd Robinson leads off for the White Sox. Fischer, 1-6. Possible home run check against the right. 9 -1 is an 8. 15 too high. Robinson will swing 4-3, and he still singles to center. Singles to past second base. Doesn't get the home run, but he does get the base hit. He'll hold it first. The batter will be Pete Ward. Infield half. Anything on strat? A 3. That would be a hit and run attempt for Ward. Stolen base rating is a 13. 9 stolen bases just in case. We'll do the hit and run. Hit and run is on for the White Sox. Fischer, 4-4. That's a blank. Ward, 6-5. And he flies out to center. And that's 1 out. And Robinson gets back. Here's Don Hanson. Another chance at a hit and run. It's almost every time I try a hit and run, it's a fly out. 17. Nothing happening there. Fischer pitches. 4-5. Range play. Hansen, 3-5. And that's a fly ball to center field. May is out there. His range is a 2. Does he make it? He does make the play. 2. And that is the second out. Great play by Lee May to make the catch. 2 down. Robinson gets back. And now a chance for Bill Skowron. 9, nothing happening. Fischer, 1-4. And that's a star line. And that's going to be a fly ball to right. A leadoff base hit does nothing for the White Sox. No runs and a hit. And the Braves still hold a 1-0 advantage. Top of the 5th. Peters gets back out there. Hank Fischer, the pitcher, will lead off for the Milwaukee. 1-3. A possible hit by pitch. And no, that's not happening. So Fischer will bat. 4-1 for Fischer. Fischer gets a base hit. It's a single past the first baseman. He has a hit. He did bat 154 that year. Fischer will get to first, and now the batter will be Carty. That is a 4, nothing going on. Infield halfway. Do I play injuries? Yes. I do play injuries by the rare play. Yes, I do. Vic Davalillo for the Cleveland Indians was injured in the second game of the series, and he was out, and he's out for the rest of the tournament. So yes, I do have injuries. They do occur. If I play as played games, no. Like for instance, I'm not going to play injuries in Payoff Pitch 85. I'll have game injuries, but not injuries for the rest of the season. I'm not going to do that because they'll be as played. Carty is the batter. We said nothing was going on, so Peters will throw. 2-2, and that's a blank for Carty. 2-1, that's a ground ball to the first baseman. Double play rating 3, 4, 5, and it's going to the first baseman, and Carty's a right-hander, so the second base is the pivot man, which is Buford, and he has no arm, so a 1-5, they'll turn the double play. And they do. Carty grounds out into the 3-4-3 DP. Youch. And there are 2 outs. And here is Lee May, who made a nice play in the outfield. Peters 6-5. And that is at the ballpark. Lee May 5-2, and he flies out to center. And that will do it. Bottom of the 5th, halfway through this game, Braves lead 1-0. Well, yeah, wow. I mean, it really, he was only out. I mean, he was hurt for a game, and then according to Dyrol, he was out for 11 games after that. Well, if the tournament is only 5, the most you can play is 5 games in this tournament. So, so he was out for the rest of the tournament, so I had to replace him. And yet the Indians are still going to be playing in the semifinals tomorrow, or not tomorrow, probably the day after tomorrow. Whoever wins this game plays the Indians. Top of the 5th inning, and the Braves lead 1-0. Gary Peters comes back on the mound, and here is Hammerin' Hank. Peters 2-1, and against the righty, that's a blank. 4-6, Starline 1, and it's a ground out to third. Here's Eddie Matthews. Peters 6-3, And against the lefty, that's a strikeout plus 10. And that 17 becomes a 27. And Matthews will strike out for the second time tonight. 2 down. And now Joe Torre. Peters, 5-1. Possible error on a throw. 4-6. That's a single past the first baseman. That is a base hit. No error because there's no base advancement going on. So Torre will hold it first. And Torre has his second hit of the game. And now a chance for Gene Oliver. Strat roll says a 3. And that would be nothing going on. Peters will pitch. 6-4. That is a question mark against the right. It would be a 1-7. That's a 4. That's a star line. And that's going to be a fly out to center. And that will end the inning. No runs for the Braves on 1 hit. It's still 1-0 Milwaukee. The difference? A sacrifice fly. A sacrifice fly by a sacrifice fly by Dennis Menke. Should have wrote that in, which I didn't. I will now. That was a sacrifice fly to 9. That scored the run. Let's see. Maybe he's the next batter anyway. Bottom of the 5th coming up. And here is Tommy McCraw batting for the White Sox. Fischer, 3-2, wild pitch disregarded. 5-5, range play at the park. 6-1, that's a ground ball to first. The ball is hit to Oliver. His range is a 2. Does he make the play? Yes, he does. Nice play by Gene Oliver. He'll get it. He'll throw to Fischer covering, and that's 1 out. Nice play by Oliver. Had a 33% chance to make the play, and he did. Here's J.C. Martin. Fischer, 6-1, strikeout, 16 too high. Martin, 2-5, fly ball to left. And here is Gary Peters. Fischer, 3-5. Strikeout, 15 minus 2 is a 13. That's a 3. He strikes out the pitcher, Gary Peters. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for Fischer. Still 1-0 Braves as we got a pitcher's duel going on. I'm a little surprised with Fischer's ERA, but he is doing very well. He's also getting a lot of help from the defense. Top of the 6th coming up. Dennis Menke will lead off for Milwaukee. Menke is 1 for 2, sacrifice fly, and got a single. Peters, 2-4, blank. He's not tired. Menke, 6-3, ground out to third. Here is Frank Bowling. Peters, 1-3, possible hit by pitch, and he does. He plunks him. 4 + 1 is 5. He plunks Bowling. Ouch. Ugh. Bowling trots down to first. That will bring up the pitcher, Hank Fischer. Infield halfway. A 10. Fischer's bunt rating is a 4. No play. So Fischer's gonna hit normally. 5-3 on Peters. That's a range play at the ballpark. Fischer hits this one 5-1, and that is a single, possible double to left. The ball is hit to McCraw. His range is a 1. He needs a 1 to make this play. He got a 5. It is not. Frank Bowling automatically advances 2 bases on that. Fischer's base running rating is a 2. The ball was hit to left field. McCraw's arm is a 0. So a 1-2, Fischer will get to second base. A 3, he does not. But on a single plus, but on a single possible double, runners automatically advance 2 bases. And the Braves are in business with 1 out. Second hit of the night for Fischer. And now Rico Carty. Carty does ground out into double plays. The White Sox are going to play the infield halfway and try to turn 2. Peters is a ground ball pitcher. They're going to try to do this. Runners in the corners, 1 out. A big chance for the Braves. Anything on Strat? A 3. Nothing going on. Peters with the pitch. 2-6. Strikeout possibility. 15 minus 2 is a 13. A 2. He strikes out Carty. That is a big K. 2 outs. And now Lee May is up. Now the infield goes back to normal. Peters, 2-2. Against the lefty, that's a star line. He's going to get out of the jam. Ground out to third. No runs for the Braves. There was a hit by pitch and a hit. Bottom of the 6th coming up, still 1-0. And a good pitcher's duel between these two. Trying to play SOM with his pitchers in games too. I thought that was very clever. Someone made a comment that Roberts was trying to play Stratomatic with his pitchers in game 2. I thought that was very clever using the reference. How about that? That's pretty cool. Trying to play Stratomatic with his pitchers in game 2. Why not? That's a very clever. It's good to use a reference. That is very good. That's cool. 1-0 Braves, bottom of the 6th. It's too bad they don't mention inside pitch or payoff pitch, but then again, Stratomatic and Appa have been around for decades. Top of the batting order for the White Sox. Here's Mike Hirschberger. Hank Fischer. He only can pitch to 24 batters, so 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. So Fischer gets tired there. Peters, 31. 9, 18, 27, 20, 29, 30, 31. Wow. Peters is going to be tired after 2 more batters. Hank Fischer will pitch to Hirschberger. That is a 6-2. That's a blank. Hirschberger, 6-4. Ground out to second. 1 down. Here's Don Buford. 5-1. And that is a strikeout possibility against the righty. 9 minus 2 is the 7. 10 too high. Buford gets the swing. 2-1. And he grounds out right back to Fischer. 2 down. And now the batter is Floyd Robinson. Fischer, 1-2. Strikeout. 19 too high. Robinson, 1-3, ground out to short, and a 1-2-3 inning for Fischer. He is pitching the game of his life right now. 6 innings in the books in this elimination matchup. Braves lead the White Sox 1-0. It's funny, the White Sox put up 9 runs on the Twins. They haven't scored a run yet on the Braves in the last game. Top of the 7th. Hank Aaron coming up to bat. Yes, they've been around Stratomatic and Glenhead right near the Long Island Railroad Station. That's right. I've been in Glenhead when I lived in New York, I've been in Glenhead. Stratomatic was at that time, Stratomatic and Appa and that time were really the only 2 cards and dice baseball games in town when I was a kid, really. None of this existed. Not really. Only a few baseball games around. You had All-Star Baseball and that kind of stuff, but Stratomatic and APA were the ones were really at that time the only ones that had all the players and all that stuff, each player carded. That's what made those teams so special. But the reason why I don't like those two as much as I used to, Stratomatic is 50-50 and APA is charts. Although, if Stratomatic does ever re-release the 1986 season remastered with Super Advanced, I will get that season from them and get a copy of SOM. That'll be the only season I'll get from them. Top of the 7th, Hammer and Hank Aaron will bat. Gary Peters. He is 2 batters away from being fatigued or tired. Peters throws 6-1. That's at the ballpark. Hank Aaron, 5-6. Single into center field and a possible double. Hank Aaron's base running rating is a 5. It's hit to center, which is Hirschberger. His arm is a -1. So 1-4, Aaron was safe. 5, he holds. 6, he's out. And a 4, he makes it. Hank Aaron gets a double. That's a big double. Big run at second base for the Braves here in the top of the 7th. It'll be up Eddie Matthews. Matthews has struck out twice and walked. Infield is back. Aaron at second base. Anything on Strat? 4. Attempt rating, -1. That would be a hit and run opportunity for Matthews, but I don't think that's going to happen. Not with a runner on second. So Peters will pitch. 6-1. That's also at the ballpark. Matthews, 1-1. And that is a rare play at Comiskey Park. We have a rare one. That's the first rare play I've had in the last couple of games. Men on base, let's find out what the rare play is. It's a 2-6. If runner on, first ball hit to right side, strikes runner. Runner out, batter credited with a single. Otherwise, G3. If runner on first, ball hit to right side, strikes runner. Otherwise, ground ball to third. Well, Hank Aaron is on at second, so he is not. So that means it's a ground out to first, which means Matthews is out, but Aaron advances to third. So that kind of worked like a hit and run in a way. One out. Aaron on at third base now. And the batter is Joe Torre. And Peters is now tired. And Peters is not due to bat yet, and they're going to take him out. The White Sox are going to take out Peters. He pitched beautifully, but they're going to keep him out. They don't want that single one or anything like that to come up with a runner on base. So the White Sox will go to the pen. Bunch of right-handers coming up, so we'll see who the White Sox want to bring on to pitch. And we're in the 7th inning. They're going to bring in Eddie Fischer. Eddie Fischer will come on. So we got 2 Fischers pitching, although one's got a C in him and one not. So here's Eddie Fischer. He will pitch for the White Sox against Joe Torre with 1 out. 8 batters he can face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The infield is in, and the batter is Torre. Any steal, anything on die. That's a 1. No bunt. They could, and Aaron, his chance of stealing home, 17. Now, could have a chance at a stolen base, Hank Aaron trying to steal home. Let me think about that for a minute. The 1 came up. Let me see. A 1 came up, and that's the only way Aaron can steal is on a 1. What is his chance to do it? Aaron's got the speed. Let's have a look here. Timeout. He's got the speed to steal home. What's he got to do? I haven't done it. I want to make sure. It's attempt divided by 10. In order for him to steal home. No, what? Nah. I can't really find it right now. I'm just going to let Joe Torre bat. Do they make exceptions for shutouts or no hitters? What do you mean? Do they make exceptions? What for fatigue? No. For fatigue, no, they do not. There is a pull rate. There is a pull rating here. Okay, on the second dot with the second of the second number next to the batter's face. I do check that once in a while, but no. Hank Aaron on at third. Infield is in. Torrey's going to hit normally. An attempt steal a home. I'm calling off. Torrey, Fischer, 3-2. Possible error on a grounder. Oh boy. Torrey, 3-1. That is a star line 4, and that is a ground ball to second base. The ball is hit to Buford. His error rating is a 9. That is a 4. It's an error. Don Buford commits an error on a grounder. Which means Aaron is automatically safe. Torrey is safe at first. And on a gigantic error, the Braves now lead 2-0. That is an E4. And an error on the White Sox, and that is a gigantic error on the White Sox. And Torrey's safe at first. Here's Gene Oliver. Infield will go back to halfway. And still only 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Braves now lead 2-0. Error on a grounder. Ouch, what a time for that to happen. As he booted the ball. Anything happening on this roll? That is a 5. Nope. Fischer will pitch. 1-6 against a righty. Strikeout. 12 is too high. Oliver, 4-3. He grounds 1 to second base. Double play rating is a 3. -1 from Fischer is a 2. Halfway makes it back to a 3. Shortstop Hansen, his pivot arm is a 4. A 1-4, they'll turn the double play. And they do. Gene Oliver grounds out into the 4-6-3 double play, and the inning is over, but the damage is done. 1 run on 1 hit and 1 big error. We go to the bottom of the 7th, Braves leading 2-0. Yep, unearned run. Hank Fischer is going to come out to pitch. Pete Ward will lead off for the White Sox. And Fischer pitching a gem that he will be tired after this inning. So we'll see a new pitcher for the Milwaukee Braves probably to close it. Fischer's pitch 4-2. That's a strikeout possibility. 12 too high. Pete Ward 2-6. He grounds out to short. And now Ron Hansen. Fischer, 5-1. Strikeout against a righty. That is a walk possibility. A 14 -1 is a 13. 11. He walks Hansen. He walks the right-hander, and now the tying runs at the plate. In the form of Bill Skowron. Anything going on? That is an 18, nothing happening. Infield half. Hanson on it first, Skowron the batter. Was Ward the one-arm player? I don't know. Fischer, 1-6. That's a home run possibility. And Skowron is a home run of 15. -1 becomes a 14. But an 18 on the die. Skowron misses a chance to tie it up. At least that way. But he'll get a chance to hit. So it is a blank. 6-3. And he flies out to right. Oh, man. Stadium groans. Ugh. Oh. 2 outs now, and here's Tommy McCraw. Infield now normal. 4-1 at the ballpark. McCraw, 6-6, single, base hit. That's a single 4. Hanson's base running rating is a 3. He only needs a 3 to get to third base, and he does. And, of course, he has the extra +1 to his base running rating. So Hanson goes to third, and Tommy McCraw keeps the inning alive. And here's J.C. Martin. Not really a good hitter. Runners at first and third, 2 outs. Hank Fischer is due to bat third in the next inning. They really would like Fischer to finish this inning out. But I think with runners at first and third, if I'm the Braves, I think I'm going to the pen. J.C. Martin's a lefty, and J.C. Martin does not hit very well. 197 average. And that's going to be it for Fischer. He's going to come out. They don't want to risk a single 1 or a blank or something like that. So he is done. And coming on to pitch for the Braves will be Billy Heft. Heft will pitch for the Braves. Now I'm going to check the White Sox and see if I can maybe make a batting change. Jerry McNertney is the backup catcher. So is Cam Carrion. And we're going to see a batting change. J.C. Martin's going to come out. Coming on to bat for the White Sox is going to be Al Weiss. Al Weiss will come out to bat now. He's a switch hitter. And we'll have a new catcher as Jerry McNertney is going to take over at catcher and bat in the 8th spot. And I'll write that in so I know to do it. 2-0. So here's Al Weiss, a big chance now for the White Sox. Down 2-0, bottom of the 7th. Billy Heft, the pitcher for the Braves. Moose. Ugh. 2 outs. Al Weiss, the batter. Heft is coming in to pitch. Probably just going to pitch to see if they can get 1 man out. Heft is pitch. That is a 3-3. That is a double question mark. And against that is switch hitter. So from the right side, a 1-8 is a single 1. That's a 14. He avoids it. It's a blank. Weiss gets the swing. 4-6. Starline 1. Ground out to second base. Side retired. The Braves are getting the good rolls. No runs. 1 hit. A walk. And that was all they can get. 7 in the books, and the Braves are up 2-0. Weiss just missed it. It was Pete Gray who was a one-arm player. Okay. Top of the 8th coming up. Eddie Fischer is going to stay out there for a little while longer. He's still got some outs in his. He still has some batters to bat up with. Dennis Menke leads off from Milwaukee in the top of the 8th. Fischer's pitch, 3-2, error on a grounder. Dennis Menke, 2-1. And against the right-hander, that is a single to pass the shortstop for a base hit. Hansen's error rating is a 7. That's an 8. There's no error, so Menke stays at first. Leadoff runner on for the Braves. And here is Frank Bowling. Infield half. Fischer. Is there a strat roll? Yeah, there's a strat roll. My bad. See if there's a strat. Anything on? A 3. That would be a hit and run opportunity for Bowling. His average was a 199. No. Hit and run called off. We'll roll normally. 2-3. Range play. Bowling. 6-3. And that's a fly ball to center field. The ball is hit to Hirschberger. His rating is a 4. And he's not going to make the play. Is it a single or a double? It's a single. Base hit, as Hirschberger couldn't get there in time. Menke's base running rating is a 3, and it becomes a 2 to try to get to third base. Hirschberger's arm is a -1. So only on a 1 can Menke get to third. That's a 4 he holds. So runners at first and second. Another base hit. Runners at first and second. We'll see a pinch hitter for Heft as he's going to come out. Right-hander on the mound. Probably see a switch or a lefty. And coming up to bat for the Braves will be Ed Bailey. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Top of the 8th. Very important. Infield is still halfway looking for double play. A 20. Fischer, does he get a pickoff? 1-2? No. Fischer will pitch. And that is a 4-3. And that is a walk possibility, and 18 is going to be too high. Bailey swings. 4-3. And he grounds one to third. Where is it hit? And that is in the hole. The only double play chance they have is second to first. Double play rating 2, -1 is a 1. Second base is the pivot man, and that's Buford. So only on, and then you add the half plus 2. So a 2, they'll turn double play. It's a 5. So Menke does get to third. It's a 5. Bowling is out at second. Bailey is safe at first, and that's the first out. Fielder's choice. They couldn't turn 2, but now a runner at third base with 1 out. Top of the batting order for the Braves, there's Rico Carty. Infield still halfway. They're going to try to turn 2. Well, you're down 2-0 if you don't turn it. And -1 Eddie Fischer. No, you know what? Infield's going to be in. The way the Braves are pitching, the White Sox cannot allow any more runs. Carty is 1 for 4. Anything on strat? 5. Nothing happening. Fischer pitches. That's a 5-2 strikeout possibility, and he's going to get him. A 9 -2 is a 7. That's a 5. He strikes out Carty. Big strikeout by Eddie Fischer. 2 outs. And now Lee May, the batter. Anything on strat? A 5. Nothing happening. Infield is now normal. Runners at the corners. Fischer with the pitch. 5-4. Starline. He's going to get out of it. And that's a fly out to center. No runs. There were 2 hits, but that is all. Bottom of the 8th, the Braves still lead 2-0. Bottom of the 8th coming up. We'll see a pinch hitter for Fischer, and you got a right and a switch. So they're just going to bring in, the Braves are going to bring in their best overall pitcher. Let's see who they got here. Or the pitcher with the most appearances. And they're going to bring in Chichi Olivo will come in to pitch. Chichi Olivo. There you go. Another great baseball name. Chichi Olivo. Fischer is done. Pinch hitter coming in for the White Sox. With a right-hander on the mound. They're going to go to the lefty, Gene Stevens. Chichi Olivo for the Milwaukee Braves. There you go. Another great baseball name. Bottom of the 8th, 2-0. Olivo's pitch. That's a 6-1. That's a walk possibility, and that's a 13 minus 1 is 12, and he walks Stevens. He walks the pinch hitter. Not what you want to do. And here is Hirschberger. Infield halfway. Strat roll says 18. Nothing happening. Olivo with the pitch. 4-5. Home run check against a righty. That's a 1. Ain't going to happen. Hirschberger will swing. That's a blank. 1-6. Ground ball to first base. Hirschberger 2. Double play. Nothing for Olivo. Halfway is a 3. On a ball hit to first base, the second baseman is the pivot man, which is bowling a 0. A 1-3, they'll turn the double play. It is a 3, they do. 3-4-3 double play. 2 outs. And Hirschberger can't believe it. As the White Sox are just not getting the hits. And here is now Don Buford with 2 outs. Chichi Olivo pitches to Buford. That's a 6-1, a walk possibility, and he will walk Buford with a 4 on that die. So Buford takes a trip to first. And now Floyd Robinson. 2 outs. The infield is normal. Pitch. Actually, anything on it? Anything on a strat die? 11. Nothing happening. Bunt rating is a 4. Nothing there. Olivo will pitch. That is a 1-4 strikeout. 15 too high. Robinson swings. That's a 1-4. And he grounds one to first base. Side retired. No runs, no hits, 2 walks, and 2 grounders right to Oliver at first base. And at the end of 8, the Braves are still leading 2-0. We go to the top of the 9th. Hank Aaron leads off for the Braves. Got 2 righties and a left coming up, so we'll probably see a right-hander for the White Sox. And they're going to bring in Hoyt Wilhelm. It's not a save situation, but they're going to bring him in here to try to keep it a 2-0 game. The last time I had Wilhelm up, the Twins dominated him, and the Twins got a very big run in the 9th inning. Will it happen here the same way with the Braves? We'll find out. Hoyt Wilhelm will pitch for the White Sox. Hank Aaron leads off. Top of the 9th. 6-5 on Wilhelm's card. Strikeout, 18 too high. Aaron, 2-1. Starline 2, he grounds out to third. Hank Aaron had a quiet game. He was only 1 for 4 today. And here's Eddie Matthews. Wilhelm, 3-3. Walk possibility. A 4 is going to do it. He walks Matthews. Puts an insurance run on first base. Here's Joe Torre. Infield half. Anything going on? A 15. Nope. Although there really is no strat die because now it's 11 is the number. Eddie Matthews on it first. Wilhelm will pitch to Torre. That's a 5-2. Wild pitch possibility. It's a 6, and it is a wild pitch. Wilhelm tosses a wild one and sends Matthews to second. We'll do it again. No strat roll. 11 right now is the number. Wilhelm, 5-6. Strikeout, a 7. Against the right is 7 minus 2 is a 5. That's 7 too high. Comiskey Park helps out Torre. Torre will swing. 2-5. Single! And past the second baseman. That's a base hit. To get from second to home, Eddie Matthews needs a 2. He's got a 3. He will score. Torre has a base hit, an RBI single. It's now 3-0 Braves as again Hoyt Wilhelm is ineffective. And a big runner on first base. A wild walk, a wild pitch, and a base hit by Joe Torre past the second baseman. And now the batter is Gene Oliver. It's now 3-0. One out, infield still halfway. Wilhelm's pitch, 1-3, strikeout, a 1, he got it. He strikes out Torre. Strikes out Oliver. And now Dennis Menke. Menke having a good night tonight. He is 2 for 4, 2 singles and a sacrifice fly. Infield goes back to normal. Wilhelm, 1-2, strikeout, a 5, and he does strike out Menke. A 5 will do it against either left or right, even with -2, and he strikes out Menke. But the Braves get 1 run on 1 hit and a walk and a wild pitch. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Braves leading 3-0. Could the Braves knock out the next to last American League team in this tournament? Bottom of the 9th inning. A lefty and 2 righties coming up. Chichi Olivo is going to come out, and the Braves are going to go to their closer. And it will be Bobby Tiffenauer. 13 saves. Bobby Tiffenauer will pitch to Pete Ward. Here in the bottom of the 9th inning, 3-0 Braves. Here's the pitch from Tiffenauer. 6-3. And that is a star line against a lefty. And that's a fly out to center. That's a big out. And now here is Ron Hansen. The White Sox scored 9 runs on the Twins. They've scored none on the Braves. Tiffenauer's pitch, 2-3. Possible error grounder. Hansen, 3-3. And that is going to be a single into center past the second baseman for a base hit. Bowling's error rating is a 4. That is a 4, and that is going to be an extra base. I believe that's an extra base for Hansen. And it is. It's an infield hit with a boots the ball. So Hansen will move to second. Your game was 9-2 today. Yep. Base hit for Hansen and an E4 on Bowling. That's the second error on the Braves. And a base hit for Hansen. And now the batter is Skowron. Infield is normal. There's one out. Tiffenauer concentrating on the batter. The runner at second don't mean anything. Shutouts are nice, but you're just trying to win. Tiffenauer's pitch. 5-3. And against the righty, that's a walk possibility. And against that's a 4. -1 is a 3. And he walks Skowron with a 2. And the batter is Tommy McCraw. And the tying run is at the plate for the White Sox. Bobby Tiffenauer in some trouble here. And still one out. Now the infield will go to halfway to try to get the double play. Bobby Tiffenauer, big pitch here. One out. McCraw is 1 for 3. No strat roll. Here's the pitch. That's a 2-5. Against a lefty, that's a strikeout plus 10. 22, we got him. He strikes out McCraw. Looks like Tiffenauer did better against left-handed batters than against rights. 2 outs. Big strikeout. The batter is the catcher, Jerry McNertney, and his batting average is .215. And I'm going to check to see if I can bring in a better hitter. And I'm going to do just that. Jerry McNertney is going to come out. And coming on to bat for the White Sox will be Cam Carrion. His batting average is .274. He is a catcher. He can take over if this goes any further. Cam Carrion is the last chance for the White Sox. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Tiffenauer. Tiffenauer trying to close the game and send the Braves to the semis. Hansen on at second. Skowron at first. 2 outs. Infield is now normal. Pitch. Tiffenauer, 2-3. Possible error grounder. Carrion, 6-1. Starline, 5. It's a fly ball to left field. Cardy's going to get to that one. Takes 3 steps to his left. Puts out his glove. Blop. And the ball falls into it, and that will do it. The Milwaukee Braves eliminate the Chicago White Sox 3-0. No runs, a hit, and an error. Bobby Tiffenauer will get that save. As the Milwaukee Braves eliminate the White Sox, they are gone, which leaves only one American League team left, and that is the Indians. And they will play the Indians in the semis. The White Sox scored 9 runs on the Twins and get none on the Braves. How about that, people? Give you a line score here in a minute. Braves pitching did a heck of a job today, but they also got a lot of defensive help. Milwaukee Braves, 3 runs, 12 hits, 2 errors. For the White Sox, no runs, 5 hits and an error. Fischer gets the win, and Peters takes the loss. Tiffenauer will get the save. And he does it there, and a big win for the Milwaukee Braves. They move on. They will play the Cleveland Indians. It's going to be an all-Native American semifinals, Indians and Braves. Should be fun to see how those two go after each other. And that will do it here from Comiskey Park. Thank you, Michael Peterson, Pete Stevens, for joining me here. The next two games tomorrow on this one and gone tournament. Game number 15, the San Francisco Giants take on the Chicago Cubs. Game number 16, the Pittsburgh Pirates and the St. Louis Cardinals. That is the schedule for tomorrow for one and gone as we finish off the third round. Thank you all for joining me. It was a pleasure to have you all tonight, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Stay safe, healthy, strong, and smart. Take care, everyone. Braves over the White Sox, 3-0. Take care, everyone.